Okay, let's see. What's this share? Testing 1, 2. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully people can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you are welcome to the live stream. Decided to do a live stream this evening. It is evening here in um, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. It's about to get dark. It's 6:06 p.m. You are very welcome to the live stream. This is an impromptu live. So wanted to just jump on here and chit chat for a little bit with my faithful subscribers, with my new subscribers. I want to say welcome to the channel and welcome in the room. For my faithful subscribers, I want to say welcome back. For my new subscribers, I want to say welcome in the room. Welcome to the live stream. So decided to do a live stream today. And yeah, I wanted to just encourage you, no matter where you are, that life is possible outside of America. As a Black American, you can leave and thrive and live in other countries outside of America. Don't feel like you stuck and you got to stay if you have the means to leave. So that is what this live is about. The state of Black America in the US, the things that are going on. It's not okay. It's not all right. It's not safe. It's not peaceful. You don't have freedom. So decided to jump on here and chat with my brothers and sisters in America and outside of America. Whether you are in Africa, whether you are in Asia, you are very welcome to the channel. Don't forget to thumbs up the live stream, share if you know anyone that's interested in leaving the West, anywhere, and want to create a new life for themselves outside of America. Specifically for me, I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I'm in Africa. So you can do the same thing, family. You can do the same thing. I got my water on hand because every time I start talking, whether it's a video or live, my throat starts feeling scratchy. I got my peppermint, the kind of peppermint that they have here. They don't call them peppermint. I forget the name of them, but they're like, they taste just like peppermint. So you can get those, and that helps. You can put it in your tea to make your tea like taste pepperminty. So yeah, they're just like the ones we have in America, the red and white ones that swirl peppermints. It tastes just like those. Actually, it's a little sweeter. It's not as spicy as the ones we have, but yeah. So all is well. I am at home. I am in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and behind you, you see my little kitchen area back here. Yeah, my little kitchen setup back here. So yeah, just wanted to come to you and do a live video, a live stream today. I'm trying to change it up and not just only do videos. I'm trying to incorporate live streams. Um, Eventually, I'll incorporate podcasts. I have to wait till I get the right kind of microphones. Maybe I can do interviews with people. I can still do a podcast even with the microphones I have, but I think it just looks better when you have those podcast microphones when you do podcasts. So, but yeah, I can't even see the chat, family, because it's saying something is wrong here, and it's not like showing me the chat to where. Let me get my phone. So maybe I'll be able to see the chat on my phone. Let me see if I can see the chat on my phone, and then I can just because it's like this technology is cray, y'all. It's cray. One thing might work, then the other thing don't. Everything works fine last time. Now something else is crazy. So if you can hear me, I can't even see. I can't even ask you to let me know if you can hear me or not. Because I can't see the chat. So let me look at let me pull it up on my phone. Get my phone stand and put it here. Or should I put it here? I think I'll put it over here. Okay, I put my phone stand here. Let me look and see if I can see the chat so I can see if people are saying anything, family. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Live and okay. Life outside of America is possible. Okay, why can't I get in there then? I see it, but I can't get in there to maybe I gotta get my other phone. My phones be acting a fool, fam. They be acting a fool. Telling you this technology. Let me get my other phone. Okay. The iPhone acting crazy. Let me try the Android so I can see if I could get in the chat so I can see the messages there. Let me see. Okay, I can get in that one. Let me see. Why I can't get in this one. Yeah, this was acting. I'm gonna get my other phone, fam. You are welcome to the live stream. You are very welcome. Karibu Sana, Karibuni to the live stream. This is Wanda Diaspora Connect, native of New Jersey, born and raised in America, left in July of 2020, and I relocated, repatriated, resettled in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So that's where I am. I have been here for 5 years. All is well. I have not left to go back to America. I have visited other African countries, but I have not returned to Mystery Babylon, America, aka America, the house of bondage. I have not returned to the house of bondage. Yeah, and I have not missed the house of bondage. I've missed some things about it, like family members and some of the different things we did, like roller skating and the cultural stuff, the food, some of the food, which we can make a lot of that down here. So let me see if I can see the chat because it's not showing me this on my computer nor on one of my phones. So let me try this one and see if I can see what is going on in the chat. Let me put my phone on the stand here. Okay. Okay, I think I might be okay. Let me just make sure I'm muted. Oh, mute. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, now I see okay. Teddy, Teddy, you are to New York. Teddy said, take me to New York. And now, Teddy, you don't want to go to New York, believe me. You don't want to go to New York. How do I mute this? Teddy, you are welcome. Teddy Kilulumo. Teddy said, take me to New York. How do I mute this, fam? I don't mute this. I don't know how to mute it. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. So now I can see the comments in the live stream. I couldn't see it from my phone. This technology be off the chain. And it's about to get dark here, so I'll probably have to turn on another. Let me see if this one. Oh yeah, okay. Got all my little lights together because it's about to get dark here. So I was trying to, I was going to do a video earlier, but then I decided to do the live stream because I did a video yesterday. And so I was like, let me do a live stream today, something different. But yeah, I'm at home in my humble abode in Africa, in Mama Africa. I'm on the continent. And I didn't bring my towel because sometimes I start sweating. Okay. It's good to go. Tissue is good to go. Yeah, so you are very, very, very welcome to the live stream. As I said, I'm a native to New Jersey. In America, I left in July of 2020, born and raised there, left and lived in Atlanta my adult life, lived in Colorado before I moved here. So East Coast, South, and Midwest. I have never lived in the California West Coast side. And so I know I'm not missing anything because right now I'm in Dar es Salaam. It's beautiful. It's tropical, summertime all year round. And so I take it, Teddy, you can hear me. If you can hear me, someone please put a 1 in the chat just to confirm that the volume is good. You can see me. I think you can see me okay. But the volume is good, hopefully is good. Have everything turned up. So, but yeah, talking about the state of Black America in the United States, as well as you can have a life outside of America, outside of the US. You can have a beautiful, prosperous life. Yes, you have to leave everything behind, sell everything, get rid of everything, leave everything behind. Hopefully you can bring family members. If not, if you need to go, you got to go, fam. Somebody in your bloodline got to survive. The way things going in the US, somebody in your bloodline got to survive, and they may have to come out just to survive because they are on an assignment against us. Like they're plotting against us, family. They're taking away all of our rights. They're taking away all of our civil rights, all the rights that we have to stand up for ourselves, to fight against them. And then it's literally going back. Everything is being rolled back. I mean, everything, family. You are back to 3/5 of a human being. And you'll see when it's come time to vote that your vote won't be counting. It'll be because you're back to being considered property of the United States, property, which we were always property because we had that Social Security card number and that birth certificate. We were already property of the United States or America, but now you are physical property. So they can do anything to you. They can unalive you, get away with it. They could fire you from all your jobs. They could come and take your land. They can come and take your house. Ain't that many guns in the world to be shooting these folks. It's not that much ammunition that you can have to stop these people from coming for you like they did in the past, like I did our ancestors in the past when they burned down all of our towns. So all these lands you think you got over there and all these businesses you think you got over there, they coming for them. They're plotting right now as we're sitting here to see how they can destroy every Black-owned business, Black-owned land, Black farm, everything. They are plotting as we speak. And so you can't just be like a sitting duck, just sitting there and not trying to get out of there, because that's all you can do. You can't fight for anything in America because it does not belong to you, because it's Babylonian, because it's in your enemy's land, your captors, your oppressors. So you can't, it's nothing you can do. You can't fight for it. Just need to leave for your safety. She Brew Natural, hello, good evening to you. Welcome. So, your best bet is to cut your losses, sell everything and leave. You just got to do it, because unless you want to stay there and fight. If you're a man, I get it. The men, they like, yeah, we're going to fight. Yeah. But if you're a woman, you have children, you got elderly people in your family, y'all got to go. Y'all need to be leaving that place, because y'all can't be going through what our ancestors went through. You're about to go through again what our ancestors went through. Yes, the segregation, the fighting to sit on a bus or sit on a this or going to restaurant. Like, this is repeating itself. It's starting all over again. The wheel is turned back. So it's going back. So no, it's no way in the world for me that I would deal with that. Like I would leave. I cannot go through what our ancestors went through. I won't even attempt to think about even being rolled back to that point. I'm not doing that. And I knew it would get to this point, which is why I left. And I've been here 5 years. So I've made a new life for myself, new friends, new life, new country. Not that this is probably going to be the place that I'm always at. I might leave here, but I'm just never going back to the US. Never. I'll go to another African country somewhere. If I leave here, I'll go to another African country, but I won't be going back to the US. You can believe that. Ever. And I was saying this when I left 5 years ago, family. So it's not something new that I have not, that I'm saying. I've been saying this. If you've been watching my channel and you've been rocking with me from day one, you know I've been saying this from day one. I'm not going back, have not been back, don't have a desire to go back. And now with what's going on with our civil rights and we have no rights, the Constitution is gone, fam. The Constitution has been shredded up. It's gone. Why you think that the Senate and the House and all them are helpless? They're just letting the president do whatever he want to do. So you don't have a constitution. You don't have no rights. So they can do whatever to you. They can hang. We're going to see a lot of strange fruit. You're going to see a lot of strange fruit. They going back. They never changed, family. They haven't changed. They just hid it. But they always felt the same way they did back in the 50s and the 40s and the 30s. They've been felt this way about us. And now they're going back. So they're about to start hanging some people from some trees, fam. I won't be one. I know that. I won't be one. Yeah, I'll be over here. Yeah. But pray for your family members. Pray for yourself. Get out. Walk by faith. Trust your maker. Hopefully you have a creator that you trust, and it's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because all the other gods that people worship, they're not going to save you. The Buddhas, all these people worship, all these dead dumb idols people worship, even these spirits, these ancestral worshipers, and all these demonic spirits that people worship, they're not going to save you. They're not going to warn you about what's to come. The only one warns you is our maker, the one who created us. He's the only one that warns you about destruction. He's going to warn you, oh, don't go that way. Don't do this. Come out of here. Go to this city. Go over it. Don't do this. He is the only one that's going to warn you for your safety. Because guess why? Because he created you. But these other guys that you worship, they're not going to warn you. The ancestors ain't going to warn you when you going the wrong way and a truck is heading right towards you, or some disaster is about to happen. They're not going to warn you. If anything, they're going to push you towards destruction because they're evil. So the only chance you got is worshiping the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Everybody going to be on their knees. People even say, I don't believe nothing. You're going to be on your knees. After you finish seeing all these people hanging from trees in America, you see all that strange fruit. A lot of them men, they're going to be humble. They're going to fall to their knees. They're going to see all that strange fruit hanging from the trees. They ain't going to have no choice but to fall and cry out. It's going to get to that point where you don't have a choice but to fall on your knees and cry out to your maker to save you out of the land of your oppressors, your captors, and your enemies. Don't be deceived. Don't be letting these FBAs and people tell you, stay in America. It's no future there. Yeah, you was there first. That part is true. You were indigenous. A lot of people were indigenous. But ain't no future there. Like the Nazis run America. The German Nazis. This is the children of those people. The children of the German Nazis. That's who runs America. They run the government. They run everything. So they trying to get you out of here. So you need to go willingly. Let them have it. It's going to be destroyed anyway. It's going to be destroyed. So you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to be a future in America. It's being destroyed as we speak. But I just don't want you to go down with it. I just don't want you to go down with this ship. I don't want you to have to lose loved ones hanging from strange fruit, hanging from trees, found in the bayous. And they got all these plots and plans for you. You're sitting duck there. It's not enough guns that you can have. Your safety is the most important thing. Your safety, your survival. Freedom is important as well. So with the freedom I feel here, I feel safe, and I got peace here. 5 years straight. It's difficulties, but it's difficulties everywhere you live. You're going to have to, you pick and choose what's worse for you. For me, America's worse because I can't live like my ancestors did. I can't be running and hiding and running from people looking for white mobs coming, knocking on folks' door. They're going to do that again. They're going to do it again. Mobs coming to pull people out and hang people from trees. It's going to happen again because you don't have any rights. So it's best to get out while you can, at least before he locks that border. Once he locked that border, you stuck. Then you're going to have to run and hide and fight and do like our ancestors did. I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, if I could choose, and I'm choosing, I've chosen to leave. Yeah, I can't live like our ancestors did. I can't do that. Yeah, there's no way I could do that. So you got to make a choice. Either you stay and say you broke and you can't do nothing, or you be broken there and then you be a slave again. They put you back in them cotton fields and back in on them picking stuff because you starving and you hungry and you ain't got no choice. You got to eat. This gonna be just that way before. That you only eat because they feed you. Your enemies, your captors, your oppressors, you're going to need them to feed you because you're not going to be able to have a job. You're not going to be able to have no money. You're not going to be able to survive. So you better try to survive and get out. At least you'll be free. Yeah, you're going to struggle whether you in or out. I'd rather struggle outside than struggle inside. You can believe that. I've had struggles. Hasn't been all easy and peachy for me, but I weathered the storm and I have faith and things have been working out. You set up streams of income if you can. If you got savings, come on out of there. Come on out. You know, this is life and death right now. This is life and death right now. Because once that gate is locked, that border is locked, you stuck. I mean, you're going to be, it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. So you can have a life outside of America. You can be happy. You can be free. You can have peace. It's possible outside of America, aka Babylon, aka the house of bondage. So don't let these FBAs swell your head up and make you think that you're gonna have a future in America. We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna stay right here, okay? You stay in there and just watch your people be hung from trees. I can't do it. Watch your people. You already got an Atlanta child murder situation going on in Texas, the Bayou. They found 13 black bodies. That's the Atlanta child murders. That's the Klan, fam. There was no black man who did that. That was the Klan, and they're doing it again at the Bayou in Texas. Come on, family. You can't think, unless it touches you and your family, then I guess you feel like you safe. You ain't safe because you can get a knock on your door. You can get a knock on. They not gonna not come on your property because you say it's your property because you ain't got rights. You don't have rights anymore in America. Black people, you don't have rights. Minorities, period, don't have rights. Hispanics, blacks, Africans, all of them over there, you don't have rights anymore. So they can do whatever to you. That's why a lot of people getting away with hanging our people, and ain't nobody checking, ain't nobody trying to investigate. They just getting away with it. You're going to be hung, you're going to be unalived, and your family members or whatever, and nobody's going to be able to do anything because you don't have any rights. You can't get an attorney. You can't go in front of a judge because all the judges are German Nazis. All the political people in high positions are Nazis, fam. Even the Democrats, they ain't gonna stand up for you. They're not standing up for you if you into this blue and red thing. They all together. They the same people. They are the same people against you, black people, against you, minorities, Hispanics, Dominicans, Africans. They against you in America. You are the enemy, and they're coming for you. And they're coming after whoever got dark skin. They ain't gonna stop. Excuse me, are you from Africa? Excuse me, are you from Colombia? Are you from here? No, they're not gonna say that. They go looking for the skin. They just see that skin and they coming for you. That's why it's not safe. That's why you need to, while you can, before everything break out, you need to be trying to get out of there. You need to be trying to get out of there, family. You really do. It's very serious. Like, this is very serious. Hi, Webster. I'm there. Yes. She brew natural. It's either we see it from here or there. Not all of our family want to leave. That's true. Shalom, shalom, solo soul. I'm trying to tell our people they need to get out. Everybody, if everybody ain't gonna come, they ain't gonna come. But at least you be alive. Somebody got to be saved. You can't stay there and because don't nobody else want to leave, and you got to stay with them, and all y'all got together. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. We as Black people, we're sitting here. We don't see the danger of this. This is extremely dangerous to be there because you have no rights. Segregation is back. That means that they can fire everybody Black from every single job. They can restrict you from going into any grocery store. They can come on your land. White mobs can come on your land and pull you out and hang you from a tree. That is what you are. That's what you're in right this second. It's not a play game. It's not a plaything. It's very serious. It's very serious. It's just a matter of time. And yes, the Most High is going to protect his people. But why you got to live like that? Why are you trying to stay there? What is there that's so important you can't get out of that place? It's nothing there that's holding me to that place. Nothing. No family members, nothing. My son is there. I want him to come out, but he don't want to. So I'm praying for him. That's all I could do. But me, myself, I knew I was leaving. Yeah, I wasn't going to stay. And even if I hadn't gone already, I would be leaving, starting over somewhere. I figure out where. That's how I am. I'll be like, I figure it out when I get out. That's how I am. People say you shouldn't do that. That's how I did. Yeah, I figure out where I want to go once I get out. Because once I get out, I'm gonna be safe. Once I'm out, I can breathe. I can be safe. Then I can rethink my plan and see what I'm gonna do. That's me. Yeah, I'm not staying nowhere where I don't feel safe. I'm not living anywhere where I feel like my life is hanging in the balance. I go outside and I'm looking behind my back. You got crazies everywhere over there. You got people who don't have work. They trying to rob you, women, rob you, rape you, traffic you, all kind of stuff. It's not safe. It's not safe, fam. It's time to get that exit plan in order. That's right, Solo Soul. It is. Webster, what's going to happen after the snap? Right. What y'all think is going to happen after the snap is cut? The snap, the food and all that. After November, people going to be acting a fool. People going to be. It's not only the government family. It's going to be people trying to rob you. If you got a job, if you got a nice car, if you got a house, if you got stuff, people going to be trying to steal from you. It's not going to be safe because people going to be hungry. So it's just all around going to be a whole unsafe environment, especially for women, for children, and for elderly. Those three people need to get out. Even if the men want to stay and fight, cool. Stay and fight. You got your gun. You got your whatever you want to do. Y'all beating your chest. You stay and do that. But the women and the children and the elderly, they need to come out. They need to get your money together and send them out somewhere. They need to come out because they won't be safe. They're not strong enough. They can't deal with fighting these white mobs and these men and all this stuff. And even with white mobs, that's still not safe for brothers because they're already doing it. They're already hanging people from trees already. It's been ever since the Charlie Kirk situation. It's been happening constantly, and they're not going to stop, family. America will never be back like it was before 2019. Never. It's going to go down, down, down. You already got, the enemies outside threatening. Then you got people inside that's enemies. Like you can't win in that place. It's just, you just need to come out of that place. You got savings, come out of there. Rethink your plan. Figure out where you're going to go. When you get there, rethink your plan and see how you can manage. But just come out. Go somewhere where it's not as expensive and your US dollar is still valuable. Go somewhere where people look like you. Don't go nowhere with some more white crazy people, Asian people, and they get, they get in a situation, start taking it out on you. Go somewhere where people look like you, the Caribbean, Africa, somewhere where people look like you. You'll be safe. That's right. Let me see. Too many people up there in New York. Yeah, it is too many people. Yes, up in the on the East Coast, way too many people. Way too many people piled up on each other, and then you got people that's gonna be hungry. Woo, honey, the crime is gonna skyrocket, family. The crime, robbing. So you gotta be scared of your own brother gonna rob you because they broke and hungry. Then you gotta be scared of the white supremacists because they trying to unalive black people. It's like you can't win. You can't win in America. Y'all just need to come out. Just come, especially the women and the children. That's my main thing. The men want to stay and fight. Let them beat their chest and let them fight. But the women and the children and the elderlies, they need to come out. They really need it for safety purposes because they don't move fast. They can't move fast enough. They can't run fast enough. They ain't strong enough to be dealing with this nonsense. They need to go somewhere. They need to be going somewhere safe, and they need to go before it gets out of hand. Because once it gets out of hand, they're gonna lock the borders down. Then you ain't gonna be able to leave. So you got to do it before the borders get locked down. You ain't gonna be able to get out. They're already trying to do the digital ID to where they're trying all kind of ways to get you stuck. All kind of ways. Digital ID, closing borders, and then they have you stuck in a country with crazies. You got white supremacists, Germany Nazis. You got people hungry, our own people stealing, robbing, pillaging. Then you got rapists. Then you got pedophiles. All those in America. Then you got kids over there. You got your wife over there. You got your elderly family over there. Think about y'all not thinking about all that stuff. All that stuff it can happen to your family members. That's why you got to get out. You got to get out. If they don't want to come, then you just pray for them. But if that's something that you feel like you need to do for your safety, you need to get out. Somebody got to live. Some people got to survive. Everybody can't go down. And everybody can't be stuck over there having to run like our ancestors did. This is insane. I didn't think that we would be, these are the last days, because I didn't think that we would be at a point where we have to rehash what our ancestors went through, like go through with our ancestors. We are back in those times of our ancestors when they were being abused and thrown in jail and hung from trees. We're back in that time right now. You don't have any rights. You got to wake up to that. You don't have any rights right now. Anybody can come in your house. Anybody can drag you out. Anybody can come on your land. Anybody can steal, take from you, throw you in jail, lie on you, put you in anything, because you don't have no rights no more there. You're back in the time before civil rights that our ancestors, what they were dealing with during Rosewood, Black Tulsa, Black Wall Street. You're back in those times. You see, they tried to build something and the white mobs got jealous and came and burned it down. The same thing is going to happen when you have your black owned businesses and you have your black owned lands where we at farming. They're going to come and burn it down because it's the same people and it's the same spirit. They already know what you're going to do because it's historical. We do the same thing. We're going to try to build our own stuff. We're going to try to come out the system and do our own thing, but they're going to come for us. They're going to come for us just like they did before. They're going to be burning us, hanging, pillaging, unaliving. It's going to happen again. It happened once, it's happening again. What happened before is going to happen again. It's history repeating itself. That's why they wanted to remove all your historical stuff out of schools, because it's going to happen again. It's the same playbook is happening again right now. So you can't sit there and take it for granted and think that these people won't do you like they did your ancestors. They don't regret it. They're not sorry. They didn't apologize. These people they're not sorry for how they treated us. So what makes you think they won't do it again? It's the same spirit in these same children. The children of their ancestors, how they did us, it's the same spirit. The children are the same way, as you can see, the things that they've been saying. And these young people, They're the same way their ancestors were. They're evil, wicked, and demonic. You cannot live with these people, family. You cannot live with these people. You got to make some moves right away. Don't wait too long, because November 1st, ain't no telling how crazy it's going to be. People talking about looting and all this. And when people hungry, they do some desperate things. And, it could be your neighbor. It could be your friend. Knowing you got stuff stocked up. You got stockpiles and you ready. They come over there and steal your stuff. Knock you upside the head to take your stuff that you've been prepping and planning. You can't trust nobody when you get into times like that, where people are hungry. It's a lot of crime. It's already a lot of crime in America, but it's going to be even worse because people are going to be hungry. So you're not going to be safe, fam. You're just not going to be safe. I know people don't like to hear this, but it's a reality. We living in it now. These are the last days we're living in it. And yes, our Father will protect us wherever we go, but use wisdom. Like if you in an area that's people are being persecuted, you got to leave and go to somewhere where they're not being persecuted. You have to go somewhere where it's, for the most part, peaceful until you can figure out where you want to go next. Because not the place you go on, you're going to stay. Like here, I'm in Tanzania. That don't mean I'm going to be here. If something break out here, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to another country. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm just not going to sit here because I'm here. Because I have a company, or I'm doing a project, or I got an apartment. I'm not going to sit here if it's not safe, family. I'm leaving. Wherever I need to live somewhere where I'm at peace and I feel safe. You need to think like that. You got to go where you feel safe, where it's safe. You got freedom. You can't be somewhere where your freedoms are taken away. Then people can mistreat you. They can make you do things you don't want to do. Make you take jabs and vaccines you don't want to take. Make you put you in jail. They can make you pick cotton again. Go back on the fields again, or you starve. Either you pick this cotton and I will feed you, or you starve because you can't work. We done burned down all your stuff. You can't farm because we control everything. So either you pick this cotton or you starve to death. Make a choice. Then you don't want to get in a situation like that. It's coming. It's coming, family. They're plotting and planning against you. And you're sitting there thinking, I don't know what you're thinking, to be honest. I don't know what you're thinking. Besides, I don't have enough money. You ain't gonna never have enough money. You leave. You ain't gonna never have enough. I'm telling you that, whether you in or out. There's so many people homeless in there already. You're not gonna have enough money. If you got money to leave, leave. And figure out what you're gonna do. Connect with some diaspora in whatever country you go to, and we can pull our resources together. We'll do better pulling our resources together outside of America than inside of America. Because they control everything in America. They control all the land, everything, they know every ounce of that place. So you can't be safe. You can't hide. You can't grow food, none of that. But if you're outside of America, you can group with your people. People got lands. People got farms. You can eat. You're not going to be starving as long as you're grouping with people. We're going to have to share everything with each other. But we got to do it outside of America. We cannot do anything in America, nothing, family, because they're going to destroy everything that we try to set up. Look at our ancestors. They did the same thing to our ancestors. Every time they tried to build something for themselves, they burned it down because they're jealous. They're going to do that same thing. You're not going to be able to have land. You're not going to be able to have a farm. You're not going to be able to have anything because they're going to come and pull your butt out and hang you from a tree. They're going to come in and do the same thing they did before. You're not going to be able to have your own stuff there because they own it all. That's why. Come on, you got to wake up and see reality for what it is before it happens. You don't want to be there and start seeing people hanging from trees and then you stuck. You got to come out before that starts happening. It's happening now, but it's going to be an open thing, just like it was before, where they had the picnics and they all got together and the kids, everybody watched them. It's going to be like that again. They're not going to hide it because they can get away with it because they own everything. It's a Germany Nazi. America is a Germany Nazi country. It's gone. It's never going to be the same way it was. Never. Salama, Awakening Soul. total with no food. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And when people don't have food, they get desperate. They'll hurt you for what you got. Your own loved ones will, hurt you. Family member. It may not be your immediate, but it'll be a like somebody that don't live with you. That's a relative that they know you got stuff, you got food stockpiled or whatever. They can hurt you and harm you and take what you got. So it's just not safe, family. It's not going to be safe. It's not going to be safe. So y'all got to think about that. That's something you really need to think about. I know people see us online and we telling you to leave and you're like, you just, you just telling us, and like, we're telling you for a reason. We're telling you to help save your life, basically. This is a life thing, family. This is a life and death thing. This could be, life and death for people. They need to leave. They just do. Group outside. It's safer to group outside of America with people who from the diaspora, people from, America. There are several countries that we're in. And you don't want to come all the way over here to Africa. Go places closer. Panama is only 6 hours away. You got people, a lot of us in Panama, the Caribbean somewhere. I don't know. You might even be safer in the Bahamas. You might be safe over there, but I know that's still a part of the US, but at least you'll be off that main, you'll be around more Black people. You want to get to a place where you're living around people, more Black people, because in America, they control everything. So they can, it don't matter how many of us is it when they control everything. Especially when they're trying to come for us, when they're trying to hurt and harm us. It's one thing to, they don't want us in their stores. They don't want us working for them. That's one thing. But when they want to hurt us just because we're Black, they want to hurt us and harm us and unalive us just because of the color of our skin. That's not a safe environment to live in, where you got people after you just because of the color of your skin, not like you did something. But it's not enough to tell you can't work with us, you can't work in our companies, you can't eat with us in our restaurants, you can't use our bathrooms. That's cool. But when we build our own, they're not going to let us do it. That's the problem. You're not going to be able to survive and thrive because they're going to come for you. That's the part people are not thinking about. People buying land and all this, it's not going to work over there. Because they're going to come on your land, and they're going to be able to, because there's no constitution. You don't have no rights, none whatsoever. So people could just come on your land. They can pull you out your house. When you dead, you dead. You can say all you want, but you don't have no rights. All the judges, everybody's falling in line with the administration, family. Everybody, all of the white people, they're falling in line. This is Germany Nazi all over again. This is how they set things up. This is a Germany Nazi crew. They are actual Germans. They pretend to be Americans. They look like Americans. They've been born in whatever America, but their loyalties lie. They're Germans. They're Germany Nazis. So they're not even Americans, these people. These people that run the country, not even Americans. They white. They all white, but they know where they come from. We don't. We're the only ones that don't. But these white people that's over here, these Germany Nazis and all these different, they from different countries. There's Russians over in America. Like, they're their family. You're the enemy. All you Black people from Africa, from the Caribbean, from the US, from Black America, y'all are enemy, but y'all fighting each other. So you really ain't gonna have no allies. You got Black Americans fighting Caribbeans and Africans. You already over there. All y'all in the hot seat. All y'all in the boiling pot, and y'all fighting each other. Make it make sense. And then you got people encouraging you to fight each other. You got FBA, all this stuff encouraging y'all to fight each other, when all y'all, they plotting against y'all to hang y'all from trees, and y'all fighting each other. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, family. It don't. Your life is at stake right now, and you fighting each other. Yes, Webster. Exactly. All of them, all these Europeans are against us. All of them. and they run everything in America. So if you think you buying land, I see all these people buying land and all this. What's stopping these people from coming on your land and pulling you out and hanging you from a tree? White mobs. They did it before, they'll do it again. You don't have no rights. So that's the sad part, but it's a reality that you have to face. Somebody got to tell it. Somebody got to tell it to you. Somebody got to tell it. So I'm sure that our sister Celestial, she's been warning people. People keep saying she fake and false from the master's voice, but she's the only one that's telling it. She is the only one that's warning you. But you sitting there saying she's false, but everything she's saying is coming to pass in America. It's going to be destroyed in the end. It's going down. It's never going to be the way it was. And you're sitting there waiting for I don't know what. I mean, I know some people are waiting. They said the Most High is going to do something. He can protect you in there, but you're going to be running. You're going to be running and hiding because it's Jacob's trouble. It's the time of tribulation. It's called Jacob's trouble. It's going on in America right now. It's actually all over the world, but specifically in America. It's not safe. You need to be somewhere safe. And revamp, regroup with each other. We can do things outside. We can have land. We can feed each other outside of America. We just can't do nothing in that place because it's evil, dark, and demonic. It's very wicked. It's a very wicked place. And we can't do nothing in there because it's the land of our enemies. It's not our home. People keep saying it's not our home. How do you think you being hung from trees and it's your home? It's not. You're brainwashed. America's not your home when they found 13 bodies in the bayou in Texas, but you think it's your home. They're hanging our people from trees, but you think it's your home. Look at the history in that place, but you think it's your home. Make it make sense, family. It's not your home. Your home is somewhere outside of America. I say it's on the continent, but it's not in America. America's not your home, Black Americans. It's not. It's not. Because your home is where you'll have safety, peace, and freedom. You don't have none of that. None of that. And you will never have that in America. It's going to be destroyed. Unfortunately, for people who love it, it is going to be destroyed. Look at all the admirals quitting. The Black one that quit, in Venezuela over the Latin America. He quit. He saw the writing on the wall. He got money though. Hopefully he not only quit, I'm sure he gonna have it. He got him a place somewhere outside because he see the writing on the wall. But y'all just sitting there like, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you think is gonna happen. Cameron Carr, pretty pink. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, family, you can have a life, a beautiful life outside of America. I did it. I've been here 5 years. I've been in Tanzania. I'm happy. I'm safe. I have peace. I live a modest life, as you can see. Just modest. I'm not all the flashiness and all this. I just have a modest life. Locals say here the way we live is like how people with money live. So I think it's a modest life, but they say we live not real nice. So it's still a blessing. I have everything I need. So you can live a beautiful life outside of America, and you don't have to have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. And I don't work a job. I created a company. It's a consultation company, but it's a physical company here in Tanzania. So I do that, and I have different streams of income, but I don't work a job. So I don't make half as much money as I used to make. Literally, I don't make half as much as I used to make, but I make enough to be comfortable. I have everything I need. Everything a person needs to be comfortable, I have. So you can do it too, especially if you retirement age. If you retirement age, and you got any kind of income, you can live very nice outside of America, very nice. In almost any Caribbean country, any of the African countries, you get your little retirement permit, you're good to go. It's a little bit more difficult when you're younger, in that you have to do like an investment, like create a company or invest in a certain amount of money in certain businesses, and for you to be able to get these permits, business permits and stuff, residency permits on your business and stuff. But um, yeah, which is what I did. I created a company because when I got here, I wasn't uh, able to apply for retire. I wasn't old enough to apply for retirement. So yeah, so I have a company, but you can do it. It's not, it's difficult, but it's possible. I would say that it's difficult. It's not easy, but it's possible. You get good advice. You connect with people who are doing what you want to do. You select a country that is, a country that you think you would feel comfortable in, based on like what you want to do in that country. Your personality may be based on like your lifestyle. You pick that type of country. You look at the currency and see, because the US dollar is stronger outside of America than it is inside of America. It's a lot stronger outside. So the US dollar is still pretty strong here in Tanzania, still pretty strong in Uganda as well. Uganda is the currency, the US currency is still pretty strong. So there are countries that you can go to where the currency, the US dollar is still pretty strong. So you can do it. It's possible, family. I'm doing it, and you can do it as well. Um, I know it's a little scary leaving everything you've ever known. I get it, but um, it's for your safety, and it's something you have. It's a hard decision that you have to make. Um, and I did that. I went through that, but I never liked it, because it's crazy, because I used to think back on how they treated our ancestors, and I just didn't like it. So I really could not get that out of my mind, how they mistreated, how these white people mistreated our ancestors. So I always knew that if I had the opportunity, I would leave. And so I'm looking at what's going on now. It's going back to how they treat our ancestors. Now they're going to do us the same way. And we're going to actually be able to live through what our ancestors went through physically and everything. I can't I can't live like that. Like, I cannot allow that. So I'm glad I left, because I can't do that. That's just me. I can't do it. I can't allow no white people to treat me like that. I don't even want to, I don't like them like that. I want to live around them like that. So I rather live around people who look like me, or melanated people some kind of way. Caribbean people, African people, other black people. Yeah, I want to live around people that look like me. I'm tired of living around people who are other nations. I don't want to live around no other nations ever again. No white people, no Chinamen, no, Arabs, no Indians, and they are here on the continent. But majority of the people are African people. I can tolerate that. I can deal with that. And it's not even something like I can tolerate it, but I like it. I'm comfortable living around Africans. I'm comfortable because they treat me good. They don't treat me bad. Yeah, you get overcharged or whatever, but that's our own people will do that. If you'll see the difference in November. When November comes and then the money stop, you'll see when people are hungry and broke, what they'll be capable of doing. So what they do with overcharging you and stuff, and the petty theft that might happen over here, yeah, that people be hungry. So that is why some people do that. And that's how it's going to be in America too. People are going to be hungry, and they're going to be robbing and scheming and plotting, and yeah, it's going to be crazy. And the sad part is they got guns over there. Over here, they don't have no guns. Just the police and security got guns, but the citizens got guns over there, which makes it even more dangerous, because everybody got guns. Yeah, so something everybody needs to think about. This is very something you need to pray about, something you need to really think about, and don't wait too long, because November 1st is right around the corner. Not that you have to leave by them, but get your plans in order and watch. And if you start seeing things spiraling out of control, family, you start seeing people acting demonically possessed and stuff, you might got to go for your safety and the safety of your children and your wife and your elderly relatives, you might have to go. So pay attention. Don't live obliviously like this stuff is not going to affect you, because just because you're in your house don't mean they can't come and pull you out your house. Your house ain't going to be the safest place, because as you can see what the deportation crew is doing. I don't even like to call them that name, because that name, the deportation crew, they knocking on folk door. They coming for folk. They breaking folk door down. They can come in. Believe me, your house is not going to be safe. Your land is not going to be safe. They own everything there. You don't really own your house. You don't really own your land. They can come on there whenever they get ready, and they can take whatever off of it, including yourself. And it's nothing going to happen to them. They can unalive you. Nothing's going to happen to them. You seeing it now. All those bodies they finding in the bayou. It's a serial killer. Nobody ain't talking about it. It ain't even on the news. It's a serial killer going on right now. It's a serial killer. Nobody's warning it. They all black bodies. They're not even talking about it. Finding brothers down south being hung. Young guys being hung from trees. Nobody is suicide. That's all they're saying. It's going to keep going on. It's not going to change. Nobody's going to investigate it. Nobody is going to care, because you are 3/5 of a human. You're their property. They own you, so they can do whatever they want to you. Women, they can do whatever they want to you. And your children too. You got pedophiles there. That's free. That's making that legal, pedophiles. And then you got rapists. That's church pastors messing with children. Like, unreal. It's not safe for women and children. I don't know why people don't see that. It's not safe. The men, that's one thing. But women and children, it's not safe. It's not safe. You be safer outside of there. Believe me, you will. It's a lot of women and children here in Tanzania, of our people. A lot of them. It's a lot of women with single women with children here. And they are, if they ever need anything, we have groups here and we help out. We take care of each other. It's a lot of us here in Tanzania. A lot are not online. But not only here, it's a lot of us in Kenya, right next door. A lot of us over there. So we leaving. We see the writing on the wall, and we know ourselves that we can't live like that. We cannot live like that. So it's y'all, you got some decisions to make, family. You have some decisions to make. You have some prayers to pray. And you looking, I ain't got the money. Yeah, you gonna have the money when you have to use what you have, family, to get out. You got to get out at any cost. Get out. Sell everything you got and get out. Cash in everything you can and get out. Get out. Literally, there's gonna be your life. Your safety it's going to be bad. Like, people are not seeing it, but it's going to be very bad over there, because you're living in there with your enemies. These people despise you. These people despise you. And you're fighting against Africans and Caribbeans. The only people that can probably stand with you against the Germany Nazis don't like none of y'all. All y'all, they want to see all y'all hanging from trees. They don't like none of y'all. And most of the administration is the Germany Nazis. They don't like none of y'all, and y'all fighting each other. It don't make sense. FBA ain't gonna save you when they coming in your house. These FBA people that's pushing this stuff on y'all, they're not gonna save you. The only one that can save you is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not no organization can save you. So he's the one that y'all need to be talking to, consulting with, and asking. And he probably tell you that FBA stuff don't have nothing to do with your survival. Don't have nothing to do with you surviving. Because America gonna be destroyed anyway. So this history, all this stuff about America, it's going to be destroyed. So the FBAs, I guess they can go down with the ship. But if you got any sense, you will come out of there, family. And if you're in there, the Father's going to protect you. But if you can come out and wait outside, because there's still going to be things going on outside of there too. But it's just America's the target. America's under judgment, divine judgment right now. And yes, the whole world is going to be judged, but America specifically is under divine judgment right now for her sins. She's being rewarded for her wickedness. And as you can see, the wickedness has not changed because they're still trying to do the same wickedness that they did in the past. So this is also why you see the Father is going to destroy it, because the people are evil, wicked, and demonic. They still want to kill. They like blood. They like death. They're trying to kill the Most High's creation. The Most High created man and said it was good. But these demons in America, they want to kill Black people. So they're not changed. That's why you can't be grouping and living around people who are wicked, dark, and demonic of the kingdom of Satan. Because when the judgment comes spiraling down and you're in there with these people, living with these people, married to these people, then you're going to get God too. That's the thing. You're going to get God too, because it's their time to be judged. And so you connected to these people, you're going to be affected. Chanel, welcome. Shalom. Chanel, welcome. Yes, as we can hear. Okay. Yep. So, so you have to know that you got to get as far away from it. So it's not only come out of her, my people, in the spiritual sense or in the mind, in terms of America, but physically you have to come away from these people. You can't live amongst these people. You can't be mingled in. When have the children of Israel ever lived this close with wicked people like this? Living with them is like living with the Edomites, the Horites, and the Amorites on Mount Seir. You know, that's where the cave beasts and the Nephilims and Edom, they all live together. You can't live with these people because they're wicked, dark, and demonic. And a lot of them are fallen angel reptiles, not human. And you're living amongst these people. You living with these people. You married to these people. You got to get away from these people. You can't live around these people. You'll be safer living around Africans. And so, yeah, you have some, Shemites, Hamites, or whatever. But even in the Bible, we've lived around Hamites. We've lived around people who look like us. But in the Bible, we didn't even live around these people that you're living with in America. All these European Edomites. You don't need to be living with these people, because when that lightning comes striking down on them, because it's their judgment time, you're gonna get affected. You're gonna be affected. Because you're too connected to these people. You living too close. Your house is right next door to theirs. Your community is right next door to theirs. You don't need to be living nowhere near these people. That's why you got to come out of this place, because it's going to be destroyed. And if you don't come out and the Most High is ready, he get fed up and ready to destroy them, then you're going to be impacted because you connected to them. And it's America. It's under divine judgment. That's why everything bad is happening. Have you ever thought about it? Wonder, why is everything going down here? Why are we losing all our rights? Why is everything being rolled back? You got your rights to begin with because you were under punishment. You were under judgment. So the rights were there for you to live a half decent life, somewhat of a peaceful life, because we ain't never had peace over there in America. But the rights were, the Most High allowed you to have those rights because you was serving your punishment. Your punishment is up. So now you are free to leave, but you're choosing to stay with your enemies. So now it's judgment time for your enemies, and you're attached to them because you won't leave. You can't see yourself living outside of America. So that means that you probably have to go down with the ship. Because when it's destroyed, then because you love it so much and you holding on to her, then you have to go down with her. So many people may not come out. They won't come out of captivity. America is the land of your captivity, and a lot of people won't make it out. Just like a lot of our ancestors didn't make it out. A lot of the descendants won't make it out because they love it too much. They're holding on to it because it means the world to them, but it's under judgment. So, you're going to be at a point where if you don't take the digital ID also, you'll take that, then you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to do anything. How you can live over there without that? So it's going to be a lot of the things that you're crying about, saying, I don't have money, this and that. You ain't going to have nothing over there. You ain't going to have money or freedom. So you'd rather be outside with a little money and freedom than inside with no money, no land, no nothing, and a slave and no freedom, nothing. You're going to lose everything if you stay in America, everything. So you got to think about that now, today, before it gets to a point. He's been warning our people to come out of there. So think about that today. If you stay, you still going to be subject to this digital ID. Then the mark of the beast is going to come after that, to where either you take it or you die, get your head chopped off, get hung from a tree, whatever they're going to do. You don't want to be in a country that's going to be happening. You don't want to go to the UK. You don't want to go to none of these European countries, because they're probably all going to roll it out. You even got some African countries that's rolling out the digital ID. Zambia, Kenya, South Africa. They rolling out that digital ID. The good thing about it is that it's a lot of undeveloped places in those countries, to where people live off grid, and they live, rural areas. They're not in the city. They can only roll that stuff out where it's an area that's highly developed, like in the city areas, because everything is connected. But if they live out in the suburbs or rural areas, they're not going to be impacted by that, which is good on the continent. But for the countries that are first world developed, they know every ounce of that country, like the UK, like the US. So it's no way you can really hide. You're going to be in a position where you have to decide. You either going to take it or you lose your soul. You eat or you have to be sacrificed. You're going to have to choose the Messiah, choose the Most High, and then you lose your life. So it's going to be like that. These are the Bible days. These are the last days. This is very serious. And it's going to happen over there in America, because America is the seat of the beast, family. The beast is in the White House. And I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about the hidden hand that actually runs the country. He don't really run it. He's just a puppet. I'm talking about the people who really run it. They're fallen angels, family. It's the seat of the beast in America. You need to come out of that country. You need to come out of that country. So pray about it. Because, I'm speaking about this for a reason. I was coming on here and I was going to talk about having a life, that you can have a beautiful life outside of America, but I'm going in another direction. But think about all that. Pray about it. Sincerely pray. Get on your knees. Father, I need to hear what you want me to do. If you ain't convinced, because it's going to be so bad, and you don't want to be stuck in a place where people are hunting for you. They're hunting for you. It's not enough bullets, family. It's not enough of us with guns, because we get that stuff from white people. The ammunition, all that. We don't have all that. So when your bullets run out, what you gonna do? People gonna be losing lives big time. So you gotta make a choice. You gotta think about it. I got this money. I could go here, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. A lot of people might have to do that. People say you shouldn't do it. You might have to do it. Come on out and figure it out when you get out. At least you'll be somewhere safe. Group with people who are from the West like you are. Group, go whatever country you go to, get in groups. Because we all know who live outside of America that's going to be so bad in America that our people are going to be running out of there. We already know that. So we're trying to set connected communities up to where we can chip in and help one another. Anything can happen to anybody outside. We ain't got nobody to take care of us or look out for us inside America or out. Inside America, the government is trying to kill us. So of course they're not going to help us outside. Of course the embassy ain't going to do nothing for you. You got to be helped by your own people. We got to help each other inside of America and or outside and outside of America, because ain't nobody else going to do it for us. We don't have nobody else besides our maker, our creator, and us physically, us. All nations are against us. We don't have no help from nobody. We're not going to get no help from nobody. We're going to have to use our whatever we got to share with each other. If I got a roof, this might be a roof for some other people that fall on hard times. We got to live together. If I got food to eat, we might have to share it. We might eat a pot of beans, pot of rice, pot of, greens, whatever. But we're going to be eating. Nobody's going to be starving. That's how we all have to start looking at things, because our people are going to be running out of there. It's already a lot of us leaving. They said something like, 200,000 of us have left? Of course, the news is not talking about this, but the African news, though, in the continent where we're coming to, they're talking about it. A lot of them, they have an estimation of how many of us are leaving because we're going to their specific countries. But America's not ever going to talk about it. America's never going to talk about it. So, yeah, family, we got to make some hard decisions. Don't be afraid. If you're a woman, single woman, solo traveler, don't be afraid. I left by myself, and I've been doing most of the stuff here by myself. You can do it. It's like you'll be safer actually outside of America. You'll be safer as a woman. You could just have to use wisdom in the country you go to. Don't go to a country that have fighting going on right now, or issues. You got to make sure you pick a country that's peaceful. Panama, Caribbean. Some people go into Asia. Some people, we come in different places in Africa. So just pick a country where it's peaceful, and use wisdom in that aspect. And then group with other, diaspora, other women or other people that's living outside of America. And you can do it too. We're not rich. We didn't have a whole lot of money. I didn't, still don't, but I have everything I need. I have everything I need to be happy and comfortable. I don't need a lot of money to be happy. I'm simple. I've always been like a simple person. I just need my basic stuff. The basics, wash stove, wash machine, the basic stuff. That's it. So, but you can do it too, family. Don't feel like, you can't do something. You can do something, or at least pray and find out what you can do. And if you need money, pray, ask the Father, I need this amount for a ticket. I need this an amount. I need to know what country I need to go to. Father, I need you to set something, like you need to ask, Father, I need your help. Can you show me? Can you guide me? Can you send, have someone give me the money? You don't know, you can't see it in your bank account, but it ain't like you can't pray and ask the Father to provide for you, which is what I've been doing, which is what he's been doing for me. I would have never thought 5 years down the line that I would still be here. I was hoping I would, and that I would be comfortable and living the way I'm living. I mean, I've always been living pretty, comfortable here, but I didn't know. So I've been praying about it. I'm like, Father, every day, you pray every day. Father, thank you for providing, leading and guiding me. Sometimes you got to pray that the Father only send the right people to you and remove the people that do not mean anything good for you or want to see your demise, because there are people out there like that, wicked, evil people. So you have to pray for your protection, that the Father protects you from evil enemies as well while you're outside, because that can hinder you as well as you're walking on this path and he's leading you and providing for you. And then you got people behind your back being jealous and wicked and wishing bad things for you. You have to pray for your protection. You do have angels around you as well. If you accept our Father, the Messiah, his Son, you have angels. If you're a believer in the Father and the Son, you have angels protecting you. So you do have a hedge of protection that you can't see. And the Father owns the whole world, and he owns all the riches. So he can send them whenever he get ready in any kind of ways that you don't even know. I've gotten money in ways that surprise me. I've gotten money from people that don't even really know me. And I want to thank you for all those who've ever donated, whoever consulted with me, whoever blessed me in any kind of way. Thank you so much for your support. You know who you are. I thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those who brought hair products for me. There have been some people ask me, what do you want me to, do you want anything? And I always ask for hair products because some of the products you can't get, but now they're starting to, Tanzania is starting to have the products that you can get shipped here now. So, but yeah, thank you for all those who have done wonderful things for me. Yes, Chanel, you need to be planning and praying to get out of there. Especially women and children. That's my whole thing. My heart's desire is our women and children and elderly people. These are helpless people that don't need to be in a hostile environment. They don't need to be around race soldiers. They don't need to be around Germany Nazis who want to hang us from trees. Do you know what these people would do to our women and our children? They don't need to be there in America. They don't need to be in America with this current regime. And it's not going to change. They need to be out of there for their safety. It's a safety concern, family. It's a safety concern. Same thing with the UK. They trying to push this digital ID till they can control you. Then you won't be able to do certain things. They'll be able to say, oh, you can't travel. You can only travel one time. Like it, yeah, you need to be free. You were created as a free person. You need to be free. You need to maintain your freedom. You can't let a country lock you down. You stuck in a country and then you'll be locked down like you're in a prison, like we used to be when they stole us from Africa and took us to America and enslaved us. We couldn't leave. We were stuck. Now you can leave. You got a passport. Pray about, hopefully you got one because the government shut down and you probably won't be able to get one. But hopefully you do have a passport, but pray about the finances. If that's your problem, if that's something that's holding you back, pray and ask the Father, I need money. I need a plan. I need an idea. I need your help. All he waiting for you is to do is ask him. He's sitting right here waiting on you to ask him, but you depending on you. Oh, I don't see it. I'm looking at my bank account. I'm looking, I don't see it. It's not you who's going to do it. It's him. He's going to provide for you. I didn't see it either of living here in a country that I wasn't born in on the continent for 5 years. And I'm still here. All is well. I am not hungry. I got food. I got fresh fruit, vegetables I can get every day. I eat good. I've gained 10 pounds, family, since I've been here. I went from 125 to 135. I might be more than that. I'm like 135 right now. Like I've gained 10 pounds being here. Now you would think that you leave a country where you're from and start all over the new country and then you would like, because a lot of people lose weight, but I gain weight. So that means I'm healthy. That means I'm happy. That means I have peace because my weight fluctuates based on my emotional state. So if I'm stressed out or if I'm in a stressful environment, then I don't gain weight. I just stay the same. But if I'm in an environment that's peaceful and I'm eating good and I feel safe and everything and I'm comfortable, then I gain weight. That's how my weight does. So yeah, but I'm peace. I have peace here, a peace that I've never had in my life. I get that here in Tanzania. I feel free. Yes, I'm a foreigner in this country because of the passport, but I feel like I'm at home. Like literally feel like I'm at home. Whenever I go somewhere, I don't have to look behind my back. Oh, somebody gonna knock me upside the head, or somebody don't like me because I'm black. I'm melanated. I can go to stores, to the mall, to restaurants, and people are nice. Like anybody looking at me like I'm a steal. Like, yeah, I don't have none of that here. So I love it here. I love it in Tanzania, family. And I like Zambia too. When I went to Zambia, I felt the same way. I did like Zambia. Zambia is nice too. And they speak English in Zambia, but it's landlocked. And I could tell that it's landlocked. And like I like the tropical breeze that you get in Tanzania around the peninsula. A lot of us stay around the peninsula. You can feel the ocean, the Indian Ocean, and it's different. It feels different when you're in a landlocked country. Like Zambia is landlocked, so they have lakes, but it just feels different. It just the atmosphere feels different, but it's nice. Zambia is nice. Lusaka, the major city, is very developed. They got nice malls. They dress like us. They speak English, and they dress a lot like the West. So people might like Zambia, but for me, I prefer Tanzania because it's on the coast. It's by the water. Even if you go to the mountains, you could the breeze. It's something about the way the air feels when you're close to the water. I like that environment. So I did miss Tanzania when I went to Zambia. But if I had a choice and something happened, Zambia was a good choice. I felt comfortable there too. The people was like the same temperament as Tanzania. They very nice, very welcoming. Yeah, Zambia was nice. I'm not gonna lie. Zambia was very nice. So Zambia or Tanzania, and then yeah. So those are the ones that I really, really liked. Thought I was going to leave Tanzania and move to Zambia, but when I got there, it was landlocked, and I was like, I miss Tanzania. So I gave back. I was visiting just to see if I would think about moving over there. And then also I have the company here in Tanzania, so I got the advantage over here because I got the business. So not that you can't do in other countries, but everybody got different stipulations of how you got to set the business up. And I already done all that here. So that's another thing, is like, I got a business here. So, and see, you can, stay small when you start off small, and then you can work your way up. You work your way up based on your finances and based on your resources and what you can add to your company. So that's how businesses work. You don't have to always start off massive. You can start off small. Like I started off as a small consultation business, and then now I'm working my way up to add other things to it. So you start off small just to get a feel of how it is to do business in a country outside of where you was born, and then you start gradually adding. So you don't spend as much money at the very beginning. When you starting so big, you end up spending more money. But if you start off kind of small, you don't spend as much, and then you work your way up as you get money, as income coming in, as streams coming in, then you can do more. Then the song "Strange Fruit" Billie Holiday wrote. Yes, is that strange fruit is coming back. It's coming back. Black bodies hanging from trees. That's what you got going on. You're going to see a lot of that in America, a lot, because they're deliberately wanting to do this to us. They want this. It gives them some type of power, these demons, fam. It gives them some type of energy to see us hanging from a tree. They are so evil. They are so evil and demonic, like their father, the devil. So they want to see us, and they won't be seeing me. Yeah, because I'm going to be over here with my people. I'm going to be on the continent with my people. I don't even want to live around them people. I never want to live around Europeans again, ever. Yeah, ever. I spent more than half my life living around these people, and I'm so glad I don't. So happy. I'd rather live around Africans any day of the week. They so nice, kind-hearted. They very loving. They love animals. They are very loving. We got the same spirit that they have. Yeah, they will overcharge you. Yeah, you got some that's poor, that some will, rob you or whatever. But you got that everywhere. When you're in a place where it's a lot of poverty, you may get that. They see you as an opportunity when you're walking around, and they see your stuff. So you just keep that in mind. Other than that, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Even some of the locals get that too. Locals get overcharged when they live in the West and they come back, or they see that they have like things, they have to have security too. Like, so it ain't only us as locals at a certain level financially, they have to be protected too. They got to move a certain way too. That's why they don't go to certain places. They only go to certain places where even the locals, a lot of the locals, they go, if they're middle class or upper, they go where a lot of places that we go to, a lot of the foreign restaurants and foreign stores and all that stuff, some of the malls, all that, those people go there. The middle to upper class in that country, they go there too. So we all be shopping in the same place. We on that same financial level. We move the same way. We have security. We only go to certain places. They live like that too. We ain't the only ones, because they know that when you're in a country where there's poverty, you have to live a certain way. You have to have a certain thing that you do. And I think that's the same in America. If you are a certain level financially, middle class or upper, it's certain places that you don't go. As a Black American, you're not going to go to the projects probably, or walk around the projects or the hood at certain times. You're going to, unless you have to go for a reason, but that's not going to be a place that you hang out. If your status, if your financial status is a certain middle class amount and higher, you hang in those certain places with that same income level. That's here too, on the continent, all across the continent as well. You got locals that live like us. Yep. Yep, that's the strange fruit. You're gonna start seeing that. I might have to share that song on Facebook so people can listen to it, because they're gonna start seeing them. We seeing them now. They hanging by, they doing it now. A young brother just got hung in Mississippi recently. They doing it now, fam. It's been what, five or six since the Kirk situation, and it wasn't even our fault. So these people look for a reason to do it. You don't have to have a reason to hang us from a tree. They just are like that. They're evil. They desire to unalive humanity. These are the enemies of our creator, our maker. He said when he created man, it was good. If anyone that wants like to take life and destroy human beings, they're evil, wicked, demonic, like their father, the devil. And that's what these people like that you guys are living with. They like to eat flesh and drink blood. They're not human. They're mutants, and they call us monkeys and apes when they're Neanderthal. Their bloodline says it. Their DNA shows it. They're not human. But you love America and you want to stay there with these people. Yeah, family. You got to come out of there with these crazies. They off. The longer that I'm away from America, the more I'm seeing the truth about these people, these wicked Edomites, these wicked white folk. The more I'm away from them, the more I'm seeing the truth about them. The more I'm living around Africans, the more I'm seeing that these people are not okay. These people are evil. They like the Muslims. Muslims say they the devil. I see why they say that. The Muslims in America, they say that the white man is the devil. I see why they say that, because they have characteristics like the devil in the Bible, like Hashatan, like Satan, the devil, the dragon, the serpent. He has children too, family, just like the Most High got children on the earth, righteous, elect. The enemy of our souls, the devil, he has children too, and they come to kill, steal, and destroy. So anybody that likes to kill, steal, and destroy, they're the children of the devil, because that's what their father does. And we are children of the light. We are children of the Most High, because we have the fruits of the Spirit, just like our Father. So you will know them by their fruit. You will know people by their actions. You can tell, you will know if a person is wicked or if a person is righteous, because you got two different spirits. You got evil and good. So you will know them by their fruit, by their actions, by their behavior. You know who they follow. And then you can decide accordingly to not deal with certain people, not be around certain people based on how they act, how they live, what they do, what they say out their mouth. Do they speak blessings or do they speak curses out their mouth? That shows you the type of person they are. And then you decide you want to be around somebody like that. I'm very strict with who I deal with. If you wicked, I'm gonna know. And you're not gonna be close to me when I find out. You're gonna know. Because I can't have that kind of energy. I'm dependent on the Most High to protect me. I'm dependent on the Most High to show me which country to go to. If I got to leave this one, he's constantly giving you direction. He's constantly talking to you on a daily basis while you sleep, while you're awake, and you don't really realize it, but he's giving you direction, but you just can't hear because you're very fleshly. If you're not a spiritual person and you don't seek his face and seek to get a relationship with him, then you won't know, you won't hear him speaking to you to tell you what to do. And I can't have people around me that's wicked, that interferes with me hearing my Father, my Maker, my Creator, leading and guiding me, providing finances for me. I'm dependent on him to provide finances for me to do certain things. And I can't have nobody wicked in my energy and around me to mess up my signal with my Father. So you got to be strict about who you deal with, who you be around, who you share your desires, your dreams, your aspirations, your personal business with. Because people wicked and they will use it against you. I had to learn that the hard way being here. I learned that, which is why I said I will no longer share information on this public platform. That's why I have memberships now. You pay for a membership, then I share my personal stuff. People are dark, very dark. These are the last days, and people will be. They can't hide their wickedness. It will come out and it will reveal itself. So they might try to hide and pretend that they are right, but you'll end up seeing the true nature and what's on the inside of them. Especially if you walk with the Father, your Maker, your Creator. He will pull the curtains back on the wicked plans of the enemy, the schemes and plots against you, and he will reveal that person to you or that plan against you, so you can walk another way. Same thing in America. While you're there, if you have a relationship with him, he's going to show you which way to go. Don't go here, go there. Move from this state to that state. You'll be safer here. Like, he's going to show you all that, even in America. So inside and outside, the goal is to have a relationship with him so he can provide guidance to you, and he can protect you and lead and guide you. He can provide finances to you. Everything you need, he can provide for you. But you got to have faith, and you got to seek his face. You got to have a relationship with him and accept his son, the Messiah, the lamb that was slain before the foundations of the world. You got to accept him. So yeah, just wanted to do this live. I don't know when I'm gonna do another one, but I'm very spontaneous when it comes to the lives. Does anyone have any questions before I get off this live? It is now 7:38 p.m. in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I am at home, and after this, I'll have dinner, relax, and then I'll head to bed. But I just wanted to chat with you. I said I was going to do more lives spontaneously. I don't like to announce when I'm going to do lives because I don't want crazies coming on here talking crazy. So I just do spontaneous lives. And so thank you so much for taking the time. Don't forget to like, comment, or like and share the video if you know anyone that's interested in leaving America, living outside, or coming to Africa, specifically Tanzania. I do relocation and business consultations. I do charge a fee, family. And so it's a 1-hour consultation. And I do those, and I just provide guidance, information, basically walking people through the steps that I've taken to have been here 5 years. So I've traveled here, relocated, and I created a company. So I do business. So all those things I consult with people about, and I give them my personal advice, my experience, and my perspective on how they should move, things they should do. So that's what I do, and that's how I've been here. That's one of the streams of income, consultations. And so you have to try to have streams of income when you come here, even though it's not, that's one thing that something you have to learn, because when you working, you have that one paycheck and then you base everything on that. But when you have streams of income, then you don't always know when the money's coming in. So you can get a consultation unexpectedly. You can have 5 in 1 month. You can have 1 in 1 month. You can have none in 1 month. So that's where you have other streams of income to where you can, supplement, your income. And you have, you sell merchandise. Like I sell merchandise now down below. I have t-shirts, cups, mugs, bags, so people might buy those. That's unexpected. Then, you're on YouTube, you can get monetized. That's additional money. So you have the different several streams of income to supplement your life living outside of America. And it is possible. But you do have to have faith. You have to have faith in everything that you do outside of America, because it's a different system. In America, it's like you could plan stuff, right? Because you're there. But at this point, the way people are getting fired and stuff, and the way things are so unpredictable with like your SNAP benefits and your food stamps and this and that, it's going to be people still going to have to walk by faith inside of America at this point, because they're not going to know from day to day how they're going to make it, how they're going to eat, how they're going to take care of their bills or whatever. They're going to still have to trust our Father at this point. It was usually people outside of America that had to really trust the Father. And I've had that experience. I have had the experience of trusting our Father and walking this walk by faith. But when you first start, it's a little difficult if you're not used to it, but you have to trust him with everything, with your life, with your health. People are losing Medicare, losing their health insurance. So they're going to have to even trust the Father with their health, like providing guidance about what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat. You got this sickness, you might have to start doing natural remedies, because if you don't have insurance, you're not going to be able to go to the doctor, the hospital. So hopefully people won't get serious ailments or sicknesses to where they need this medical treatment and they don't have Medicaid anymore. They don't have any kind of health care anymore. So these are things that we all have to work on. Even outside of America, they have healthcare services on the continent, and it's more affordable. So actually, you can afford to go to the hospital outside of America. Then you won't be able to, because you don't have these insurance inside. So it'll be cheaper for you to get medical treatment outside of America now than inside. And I've had so many things done here. I'm not sickly, but I had a doctor's visit, dentist appointment, eye appointment, and I pay for all that cash. And it's not half as expensive as it is in America. So the same thing, treatments that you may need, you may have to get that outside. There is food that you can eat to combat some of your ailments, especially on the continent. They got all kind of natural remedies that you can, take for different stuff. If you have issues, they can tell you what plant that you can drink tea, and this you eat this, and they have all kind of natural remedies that will heal illnesses, infirmities that you may have. So everything is here in the motherland. You won't worried about being sickly. People are strong here. People are not sickly here. We are more sickly in America than these Africans on the continent. Even the ones who are poor, so-called poor, they don't have a lot. They're not sickly because they have a really healthy diet. And so that's usually the problem with us. We don't have a healthy diet. We just eat all the wrong things. And then the food is poison in America too. So that contributes to our health problems. So when you come here and you strip away all those processed foods and fake foods and start eating real food, then your body will hold on to it and it can heal from whatever your body has been devastated with. Some people have even got cured from cancer eating natural foods, the fresh natural foods. So, all the healing is on the continent, family, or in, the countries where you can get that fresh food. But anyway, thank you so much. I guess I'll end this now. Thank you so much. Don't forget to thumbs up the video or the replay. And don't forget to check out my merch. And I have membership. If you want to become a member, go ahead and join. I have a $199 package a month membership. And then I'll do videos just for members, and I'll do lives only for members when I start getting members. Then we can talk about things a little bit more in depth. Stuff that I would not be able to share publicly. We can talk about those things in the membership groups, lives. And so, yeah, so thank you so much. And so I will end this live. Thank you. And I will see you guys in the next live or the next video. I'm going to say shalom, salama, and see you guys in the next one.